So every year at ISTE, I walk away like super excited about trying a new tool or resource. And this year, I'm excited to try Snorkel. So Snorkel allows teachers to put on an interactive whiteboard a prompt or a question, and then students are able to screen record as they like write down or draw their response, but also it records their audio response, and teachers can decide whether or not to give AI generated feedback on their whiteboard and audio. So let's take a look. I haven't really tried it, so let's see what it looks like. So here you can see I'm on the teacher account of Snorkel. Looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and log in with Google, and it's going to sign me in. And I don't have any classes, so let's go ahead and create a class, and we're just going to create a trial. So once I have my class, it's going to go ahead and open up to this page, and I'm going to assign an activity. And I don't have any activities that I've created yet, so I'm going to go ahead and create an activity and fill in some of this information. So I already have a title and an idea. I want students to annotate for characterization. I'm a middle school English and special education teacher, and I want to add to the whiteboard for what students will see. So this is kind of the whiteboard that students will see on their end that I am editing, and I actually have an image on my computer that I took a snippet of an excerpt from this text that I want students to annotate. So now this is what I want students to annotate for characterization. I don't need to put any instructions here. There's another place where I put the instructions. So now I'm back on this page and I can edit my instructions right below. Let me copy and paste my instructions in. And now if I want to preview this whiteboard with the instructions, I can do that. I like how the instructions appear here. You would have to teach students to go there to see them. And they can also listen to the instructions. So I love that. And if there's anything else I need to edit, I can do so. Now when I scroll back down, I can set up AI feedback. So I want teacher approved, and let's see what happens here. Now I've been waiting a little bit for this to autofill with AI. I don't know if it's because I gave them an excerpt to fill in that was an image, but this is taking a little longer than I would want. So that's some feedback for you all and for Snorkel. So I'm going to go ahead and X this out because I can also put this information in myself. So I want AI feedback to students, but I want to be able to look at what AI is suggesting first. So I'm going to put on teacher approved, and I'm going to add in these details here from the drop downs, language arts. This is middle school. And then I'm going to tell what I'm asking, describe the image here, and fill in all this information. So here I've copied in the instructions again, and I've also put in the text that was in the image. And the next step is I'm going to tell our AI the expected answer. If I needed to include detailed steps or examples, I could do it here. So I've gone ahead and I identified some descriptive phrases that I would want students to talk about and annotate, and what kind of characterization that shows for Monkey Man, and then where they might underline or highlight. So then I'm going to go ahead and choose done, and you can see my activity is here, and this is where I can choose to assign it. So I'm going to go ahead and click assign. I'm going to assign it to this class here. Next. And I can decide whether students see each other's work and whether they can comment on each other's work and assign. So now it's going to provide students with a link, and let's go see what that looks like on the student end. So I just opened up a student link on an incognito window just to show you all. Students do have to log in, so just be mindful of that when assigning this or deciding to use this, and if that's allowed in your division. Okay, so here I am now on the student end, and I can go ahead and start my response. So here, just like on the teacher end, it's very similar view. I can see the prompt and then see the instructions. And then I have the ability to annotate the text and screen record with my voice. So let's just, I'm gonna record my voice here with some annotations, and let's see. I'm gonna allow my microphone. So now I'm wondering why they don't scare him. Maybe he doesn't give in to the fear of gangs. His voice was steady and calm. Again, this shows that he's not scared of this gang, and maybe he's brave. So I'm going to leave my recording at that, and let's see what feedback I get, having left some out. End and review. Now, as a student, I can listen, I can play it back, I can redo it, or I can continue recording more, and I can submit. So right here, this is So you can see here it's been generated, but it's waiting for approval. So let's go back to the teacher end. So now I'm back on the teacher end. I am at this activity. I can see one response. I can see that the feedback says it was a strong response. Great job identifying some key phrases. To improve, make sure to annotate all the descriptive phrases in dialogue. So you saw how I didn't finish it. You think you control everything but fear, but you're wrong. What does this tell you? It pulls out something else for me to annotate. Now, also why I like this is I, as a teacher, can type a comment. So I can provide the AI generated feedback, but also this. And if I chose, I could screen record and also mark up part of the text that I wanted students to look at and record some more feedback for that student. So once I like what I have with all my feedback, I can publish it to the student. So overall, I think this is a great tool. I really like the feedback it gives. I wish that AI generated feedback, that would have saved me some time, but I think maybe I got better responses because I put in all my own information. Students logging in with Google is the one thing. I like it when it's a code and they don't have to log in to get to a student facing AI site, but I'm excited about this. I think this just allows more of that universal design framework and our students to analyze their reading. What do you think?